Ladies, I don't know why men think marriage is automatic. It doesn't. It has to go through the process of selecting, and us women select the right guy. Just like someone who wants to be a CEO in a company, you don't just walk in and say, I'm going to be a CEO of this company. You really have to work hard. You work so hard to impress maybe one or two people who are supposed to look to see the effort that you're putting in before they even consider you interviewing for CEOs. So being a husband is the highest position in a woman's life, in a relationship. So we have to treat it the same. A man has to work extra hard to earn that position of a husband. It just doesn't come automatically just because he said, I love you, and then you have to say yes. Extra. If you want to be seen in a company, how do you do it? You work extra hours. You put in more skills. You learn things that everybody else hasn't learned. You start applying it. You do things, you give yourself time. You make yourself available when the boss says, are you available to do this task for me? You say yes, don't you? Because you want to be seen, you want to impress. Right? We are the bosses. Yes, we are. You want to be seen. You work extra for us to see you, to say, wow, this guy is working extra hard. I'm sure he can be the CEO of this company and he can be able to run this company well because he's putting in the work. Isn't that so, ladies? I want you to write in the comment section. I want to make this very interactive and I want to hear what you think about this. But what I'm saying is, yes, we don't have to just make these men just easy for them. They have to work to prove that they are worth being husbands. Within an organization, to show that they are able to do the job, okay, they do extra skills, they do additional training, they make themselves available, as I've said. And as women in a relationship setting, we are the board of directors. We are the one who assess the reliability, the consistency, intentional about their job, the attendance, the delivery. Are they working according to the policies of the organization? Can this person really be the CEO of this organization? Right? We are looking there. So it's not even different from a man auditioning to be a husband. It's even harder to be a head. Remember, he's not going to be the CEO of the household. He's going to be dad, a husband. There's going to be children who are going to be reporting to him, right? So he has to prove that he is worth being that guy, okay? And we are going to be assessing, ladies. And remember, this position of a husband, or say, for example, CEO, is not one person who is competing for it. Different people as well who are competing for that position. Remember that, ladies. There are other men as well who are competing for that position. Right? So you allow to be used. Guys, allow us to use you, because we want, when I say, I need you, I need this, make yourself available. Yeah, yes, it's part of it. Effort reveals character. And the more time you put into something, you are emotionally invested in it. Right? You've put your all in it and you value what you've worked for. So if a man is not working for this relationship, they don't care. They're not putting in the work, so they don't even value it at all. You see, you work first in any organization. Let's talk about how you get paid. You work first before you get your salary. Okay? You work and then paid at the end of the month. You work and then the salary comes later on. So allow us to use you. Allow us to use you before we say yes. Because this is the same way organizations do. People are getting used by organizations. They get used. They work additional hours. They make themselves available. They put in the work before they even get shortlisted for an interview. And when they get selected, they will have done a lot to impress just one person who was looking at them, to impress the board of directors. The problem with us women is that we give in too much to the guys before they even worked for it. They are applying for a position of a CEO within the organization. Why would you even put in the effort if he's already enjoying the benefits of a CEO? He's having his children being sent to private schools. He's having a company car, he's having an office and everything. He is not even going to put in the work because he's already getting it. So just the same as us in relationships, he's also already getting all the benefits of having a wife. So he won't put in the work. They won't, because he's getting exactly what he wants. So sometimes we just have to hold back some of the things that we do, some of the privileges that they want to have. They will demand them, but you refuse to give. All right? These guys have to allow us to use them before we pass them are fit to be the CEOs in our own lives, the CEO of the home. We're not going to allow, if they haven't proved themselves that they can do that, we're not going to allow that because we don't know their performance. We need to assess their performance and we need to be happy with it. You hear men saying that, oh, he's using me. Even in the Bible, Jacob worked 7 years to get Rachel. Is that right? He worked 7 years to get Rachel. What's different? It's the same thing. So what do you mean that you're being used? We have to use you to see if you're worth, okay? You're putting in the work, don't complain. We see the effort that you're putting in, the joy that you have doing things for us. That's all we need to see before we say yes. Yeah? So it's consistency, growth. So it's all about consistency, the growth mindset. Is available when he's needed. Is he able to sacrifice his time just to make sure we are comfortable? Then if he does that, he qualifies to be that guy. Okay? So we don't want you to complain that you're being used. You're not. You're just trying to show us that you can be that guy who can be the husband, who can be the CEO like in the corporate world. You work for that position. It just doesn't come just like that. You prove to the board of directors that I think I can be. Yeah. They've watched you, your consistency, your skills, your reliability, the effort that you put, you make themselves available, you follow company values, policies, everything you do just to make sure you're protecting the organization. So what's different from a relationship is the same thing. So you don't rush ladies to give a man the CEO position or the husband position without seeing his CV or his work ethic. Just to prove to us that he can be that husband who can take care of us. I hope this is going to answer most of the questions that men have, like, women are using us. We're not using you. You're just trying to show us the kind of husband you're going to be. The same way you work so hard to impress your bosses so that they can give you that position is the same way you should work before we actually say yes. In my platforms, I talk about all things before a woman says I do. All right? So guys, I hope this was helpful and fun. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And you take care. Bye.